Hi everybody, welcome to the Todd and Erin daily stream. Yesterday, frustration with technology. Erin, I'd like you to read something for me.
Okay.
All right, I sent you a message to go to the pharmacy. Would you please read it verbatim?
If you're doing okay when you're done there, can you stop at Smith's and pick up the prescription for Zach? He's a Calisapam and Mylimotogen. Hello, Hazapam, call Azapam, Lomic Till, just pick up the blank blank meds. What the blank blank blank? No, I was down at my mom's and I actually read this to Mom except for without the swearing part and just went, this is Todd trying to type the medications out and then this is Todd trying to do voice to text.
Autocorrect. What the other one that always comes up is Jen mows the lawn. And I don't know why.
It's just doing its best. It's just, sorry.
Anyway. I was just looking at this the other day. And when we took the kids and we went up to the university, how cool that was.
Oh, the University of Utah women's basketball team?
Yes.
Lady Utes.
And so what we thought we'd do is put something together for Valentine's Day. I mean, the kids get to go out. This is so cool. The kids get to go out on the floor for the women's team, which is so fun. But let's talk about Valentine's Day and the guys' game.
Okay, well, it's pretty cool. The easiest thing to do is just like and comment and share on the show today, whatever you want to do. But we have got tickets, 4 tickets for the men's basketball game on the 14th,
yes.
Valentine's Day.
There you go.
So that's the guy part. And then we've got dinner at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse for 4 people for the women. So it's like that perfectly matched, everybody gets what they want.
Gift of the Magi.
Right? Everyone gets
except backwards.
Yeah, because no one
everyone wins.
Wanted. Yeah, that's
right.
That's the part we want.
So that's what it is.
So that'll be fun. But back to the women. So the thing that was so cool about that, we actually have Zachy's teacher now. Kat was actually a basketball player up at the women's game.
She's gigantic.
She's fabulous.
She's like this tall.
But I was asking her about this because we had toured this spectacular state-of-the-art practice facility, and I said, "This is like a multi-million-dollar thing." She goes, "Yeah, it's alumni weekend. I just went up and took a tour," and I went, "Is that killing you a little bit inside that you didn't have it?" And she went, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is." But I said, I didn't realize how much work you have to do aside from playing because they do a ton of work as ambassadors because the access to the team is amazing.
There's also college.
Oh, that part. I mean, God bless these women. The kids got to go out and high five them as they ran out of the court, and afterwards,
oh my gosh, so much fun.
They said, "Oh, if you want to go meet the coach and the players." No, the whole freaking arena just converged on these poor women, and they were taking pictures with all the kids.
And plus, the mascot comes out. I actually got hit with a T-shirt.
Is there a mascot?
Yeah.
I didn't notice the mascot.
Did you notice a person with a big beak? That was the mascot. With a huge head. That was the mascot.
They had cheerleaders and fireworks.
They had
big flaming gallons of stuff.
And the band was cool.
They were adorable. I know.
Right. So, once again, how do you do that for the men's team?
So, once again, we got a 4-pack of tickets for Valentine's Day for the University of Utah men's basketball game, and then also dinner for 4 at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. Just comment on the show today, like it, share it, do something that indicates you like us even if you're lying, because we're fine with that.
Joke's on you. Coming up next, tell me something good.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
All right, you ready for Tell Me Something Good?
Yes, please.
All right, this guy, he was large. He was really large.
Like maybe over 300 pounds large?
500.
Oh, okay.
And 60 pounds.
All right.
And he said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose this." But he knew he couldn't do it alone. So he got himself a trainer.
Huge task.
Got himself a trainer. And in 15 weeks, 15 weeks, because I'm on a diet now, he lost, under supervision, 140 pounds.
In 15 weeks?
In 15 weeks.
Wow.
So.
See, this is so unfair. Men lose that way. That's like 8 pounds a week.
He figured during the 15 weeks he eliminated 1 million calories out of his caloric intake.
Wow.
I know words like that.
Both that you pronounced that and wow that it was 1 million calories. That's amazing.
I'm proud of me too.
So he was in his 20s and he said
that's it.
I can't live this way.
I can't go to the movies. I can't do this. And now he goes to the movies. Now he's taking the first vacation on an airplane for 10 years. And
one of my dearest friends has been in this position where she was over 300 pounds, and she talks a lot about that, where the loss of so many things that you're allowed to do, and things that regular people can do without a thought, and that for her were this just enormous over-the-top challenge. And she said that was the hardest part of being overweight. It's just how narrow your life becomes and how limited things happen.
He talks about tying a shoe. I kind of get that, but not to that point. I mean, that's impossible. But now he can do all these things. Guess what one of the secrets was? The trainer sat down with him and said, hey, make me a list. He goes, what? Make me a list of all the places you get takeout from.
Oh, okay, yeah, like maybe healthier choices.
Okay, so it's kind of a long list.
Hey, we've all been there.
And then he took the list and he went to each one and had them ban him.
What?
Ban him from ordering or having food delivered to him.
Okay, that's tough love. I mean, I'm not sure how I would feel about that.
He agreed to it. He agreed to doing it, and he thanked everybody afterwards.
That is tough love.
That is tough love. We use a different name. I would like.
You don't have to take it to the apartment. Just leave it there on the front door.
Sorry,
that poor man.
This matches to that person's phone number. That's you. Hang up the phone. 15 weeks, 140 pounds.
That's incredible. Good for him.
I am experiencing the carb diet, which sucks incredibly.
Well, okay, let me just say one thing. If you would ask me the carb content of something before you ate it, I feel like your frustration would be lessened. Because once you have eaten an entire can
How are French fries? Are French fries okay? She says, no. Did it?
After he's had a plate full. Maybe if you would ask me before you consumed the French fries, it would work out better.
This is what I'm going to live on for the next, until I have no belly.
There are many choices. There's tons and tons of different choices. There really are. I think you're being a little dramatic.
I bought some yogurt today.
Does it have sugar in it?
Do you remember when we were younger that people, when they wanted to diet, ate cottage cheese? That doesn't even make sense.
Cottage cheese and a peach half. Remember that?
Yeah, and you're eating cheese as your diet thing. No wonder everybody was...
Well, no, cheese is delicious. Cheese is like...
No, I'm not saying it's
candy.
not good.
I'm just saying cottage cheese is disgusting.
Cheese is not like a diet food.
It is.
Well, it is now. No carbs. So I can drink maple syrup.
Maple syrup has carbs. It's a sugar, honey.
I gotta get on the internet. I gotta.
Do you want me just to make you a list? You know, we really should do that, though. Talk about how much we both want to lose, and then maybe we could all make a bet. You can all be in on the bet, and we'll give a prize away for the first person who reaches their goal. All of us.
I just lost this weight, and now all of a sudden it's back. I just lost it like 6 months, 8 months ago. Then Christmas, and then boom, something happened. It's like someone pulled a ring on me, and I'm an inflatable life raft.
No. You did something good for your body, and this is your reward, apparently.
Since we are talking about losing things, and you have a new favorite show. What is it? Decluttering.
Yeah, I got you through half of it last night. That was pretty good.
Who is she?
Marie Kondo, Tidying Up. If you've ever read her books, you already know about her. This woman is like a terrifying international force. She's been in a lot of local, like a lot of national network talk shows, but she's got a great show on Netflix if you want to catch it, and she goes through people's lives, and it's very... She's Japanese, and it's a very extensive process, and there's a lot of spiritual aspect, and that's interesting.
She doesn't speak English.
She speaks some, but she has an interpreter. Oh. But it's interesting because a lot of what she does is extremely spiritual and emotional. She goes through a lot of that, and she spends a huge amount of time on emotionally attached objects, why they're there, and what they mean to you. And it's an interesting change because if you look at any of the other decluttering shows, they just throw crap out and go, look, and here's your new system.
Right.
But we all know, and it's the same thing with hoarders, it doesn't work that way. You can clean stuff up, and they'll just start stacking up again, and it works the same way with the rest of us. Just
so you're trying to get to the point where...
smaller.
Okay.
So she's teaching you emotionally and spiritually how to operate as well.
So does she have you pick up the item? Mm-hmm. So here's the item. It's an egg. Okay, so what does she ask you now?
She asks you, for instance, how this makes you feel.
Okay.
What is the emotion attached to it?
Does it give you joy?
Does it give you joy?
Yes, because it doesn't have any carbs. Okay, so then what? Then there's a yes or no pile.
Yeah.
The side effect of this I thought was really interesting is because notable across the country, thrift stores, the DI, Salvation Army, all of these different, all the church ones have been seeing huge bags of clothes starting to show up.
They say that here in Utah especially, this has been a massive hit here. They can't even keep up. Kylie Walker's a manager up at Plato's Closet in Bountiful. She said, we don't even know where to put it. She said, we can't even like get them up on hangers fast enough.
Which is great.
And the funny thing about it, though, is that the bargain hunters are like, this is hard.
Because it's good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's beautiful stuff. People just realize they have been holding on for too long and they need to let it go now. And I'm like that. I've got these beautiful equestrian riding boots that I can't fit my foot into, but I've held on to them for 15 years because they're beautiful equestrian riding boots.
She pulls them out every once in a while and I go, oh, those are darling. Why don't you put those on? Shut up, she says. Here's my question. So we're going to do this. We're going to go through my really sad closet.
Closets.
And there are clothes that don't fit me. Will they fit Zach? Is that okay to keep?
Yeah, of course.
If there's fat clothes. I have skinny clothes now.
Well, the rule that she had was, and she just barely went through this on the show, is that there was a woman who had post-baby weight.
Right.
And she was very self-conscious, and she goes, I don't like this shirt, but it fits me right now. And she went through that, and she's like, the things that fit you now, even if they don't make you feel good, but you do need to have things that fit you now.
Right.
And she said, that's okay. And she said, but don't feel like you have to keep them after you've lost the weight.
I gave away all my fat jeans a couple years back when I lost a bunch of weight, and kind of miss them. Because elastic waistbands are just not that hip. All right, so I wanted to talk about checkouts.
So anyway, if you're a bargain hunter, this is a great time to hit all the thrift stores right
now. Who's been to Walmart lately? How many people have ever seen more than 3 check stands open?
The trouble is they make their self-checkout very difficult to do.
For some people, I kind of dig it.
No, I love self-checkout. I prefer it, but at Walmart it doesn't seem to be as easy as is other places. Like Smith's is like, do the self-checkout. There's 3 kinds.
The people are against it, evidently. There's a large part of the population in different Portland, Oregon. They went on strike and would not use them.
Really?
Number 1, because it was eliminating person-to-person contact. Number 2, jobs.
The job thing is important.
Now in New York City, there's a couple different things. If you're an apartment building with a certain amount of apartments, I believe you have to have a doorman.
Yeah, their union is strong.
And in California, I think it's California, when you go to a gas station, they have to have an attendant. And that's just to employ someone, isn't it?
I guess, but it's still a good thing. There's a lot of people who really still don't like to pump their own gas.
I think depending on how long the line is and how lazy I feel, as far as
that would
going
impact
through the
you.
checkout, yeah. But I don't know. It's the future. Now McDonald's has them. You walk in and there's a kiosk.
Well, think about it. I mean, Delta Airlines is the same thing. You can self-check in. It's interesting, though. There was a big movement against more of the self-automated services, though, where they're saying the same thing, that aside from the jobs, which they consider a major moral issue, they say it's contributing to the isolationist feeling that a lot of us have in society. And they're saying that the contact is crucial towards helping people stay social and helping them remember how to talk to other people and how to treat other people politely.
Simple to solve. You go through self-checkout, but you have to hug everybody in the room before you leave. And for a length of time, that's uncomfortable. You know the kind. Where you tap out,
hugs.
You tap out 3 times and they stay.
We have a friend like that, and when you try to get loose, he goes, "Don't make it weird." And I'm like, "You've already done that."
It's really weird. Taxes. I'm not happy about this.
This is not the most exciting thing I've heard. You know how we were all excited and thinking, "Hey, man, tax returns and they're going to be up $3,000 each." And no. According to the data released by the IRS on Friday, refunds averaged $1,865. That's compared to $2,036 for tax year 2017. Essentially, the average refund is down about 8%, 8 to 10% than it was the year before. So for all of you who are going, I get that extra $3,000.
No,
that's not happening.
No, you're not. You're having a suckcation this year. Enjoy that.
It's kind of a bummer.
Weddings. We just got an invitation. It's not one of these, which I'm very lucky about.
The horror story ones, remember?
When did destination weddings start?
They've always been there. They've always been there, and especially now that we're into the era where brides believe that they are celebrities. And
I'm a princess.
And it's their job to make this as celebrity-esque as possible.
So where, say, like Hawaii, right?
A lot of people do Hawaii. There was a huge rage. Do you remember in the early 2000s, you and I got invited to 3 different weddings in India. I don't know what the thing was with India, but that was a big one.
I don't know what
Russell
the thing
Brand
is.
and Katy Perry got married there.
Someone thought we would go to India for a wedding for somebody else.
But it was, and one of them even said, if you're not going, perhaps you could just send the amount of money that you would spend coming to our wedding.
All right, so Miss Manners, okay, how do you get out of
Well, this one's really sweet. This is actually a friend of ours, and this is not her very best friend in the world, but it's a close friend. And Julie, our friend, is very sweet. She tries to make people happy.
Right.
Well, her friend has decided to get married in a very tiny, remote town in Oregon. Now, I understand it has emotional significance for her. It's a family piece of land.
Sure.
They used to camp there. I get that.
Loving
it's beautiful.
Loving it.
But our friend is like in college, and Julie went through and she was trying to price it out. And, there's not even Airbnbs around there. It's like you get off a plane and then you have to rent a car.
Sleep with a bear.
You have to rent a car and drive for another bazillion miles.
Right.
And she said, just even doing the cheapest possible way, this is going to be over $1,000.
She didn't have the time off either.
So $1,000, if this is not your bestie, and even if it's your bestie, I think we would still try to find a way to help someone. But
Right.
she said, I'm worried that if I don't go, she's going to hold it against me. And it is interesting because anyone who goes through this with weddings, there's expectations, and they're so caught up in love, the bride and
Why
groom,
is he the best man?
that it doesn't occur to them that this could be a hardship for other people. I remember being a bridesmaid in weddings where they wanted me to spend $800 on a dress, and I would be like, I can never wear this thing again because it looks like a cross between Scarlett O'Hara and a hooker.
I've seen the dresses. Yeah. You still have them.
They're at my mom's house in one of the closets. All 13 of them.
You should model them someday so we can all laugh.
We should have a bridesmaid fashion show
we
sometime.
should.
Would you all wear your hideous dresses too?
You would send photos, right?
That would be awesome.
I'm going to write it down.
So this is interesting. There was a couple of things that we asked, which I thought helped us. Number one, would she come to your wedding if you did something similar? And if the answer is no, then why are you going to hers? Number two, is it possible to do something else? What another intelligent friend of ours did when she was invited to an expensive Hawaiian one is she said, I can't do it, but when you come back, there's a group of us who weren't able to go. We're going to get another cake, and we're going to just get a big place where we can all be together and get a few drinks, and we'll all just dance and have a great time all night to celebrate you returning home from your uber expensive wedding.
And we're not going to give you another present. This is the present.
I thought that was a really nice compromise, though. You get to celebrate with all your friends. Right. They couldn't go to that one, but that will make that one so much more intimate and special for you that no one can afford to go.
Or you make the rehearsal one the one that you're doing locally. It's a practice. Then they go and they get married someplace else.
That's a good point.
I like the party afterwards, though.
I do, too, because there's always the danger of staining your dress. We all remember that.
Oh, we're going to do this. I want you to get the dresses, and we're going to take pictures, and I want you to start... Not yet. We'll tell you. We'll show you when. We'll show you when. Bridesmaid dresses gone bad. Oh, I cannot wait. This is going to be hilarious. I'll wear one. All right, so...
That'd be cool. If you have any advice on destination weddings, like how to get out of it, it would be cool to hear, because that is funny to me.
Or the weirdest place you've been invited. I think that's weird, too. If you like the show, please share it.
And don't forget about our Valentine's Day package, because we really want you to be happy. So once again, it's a 4-pack of tickets to the University of Utah men's basketball game on February 14th, and then dinner for 4 at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse.
All right, good. I'm going to go to my carb place and be happy.
You don't have to have hard-boiled eggs. There's a lot of really tasty things.
These are tasty, like sulfur. See ya. Want a bite?
No.
You don't like them.